Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that feels straight out of an Indiana Jones movie. It's a tale of a seemingly worthless piece of junk that turned out to be a historical bombshell, rewriting what we thought we knew about the Roman Empire in Spain. Our story starts in the beautiful city of Cartagena in southeastern Spain. This was once the bustling Roman city of Carthago Nova, a vital hub of trade and administration. Archaeologists at the Molinete Archaeological Park were excavating the remains of a building that had been destroyed by a massive fire. This fire, which likely happened near the end of the 3rd century CE, left behind a layer of destruction. And within that layer they found something, a warped, corroded, and frankly ugly-looking mass of metal. It was so damaged that it was hard to tell what it even was. It looked like little more than ancient scrap, a casualty of the fire, destined to be catalogued and forgotten. But history, as we know, often hides its greatest secrets in the most unlikely places. The team decided this strange object was worth a closer look. They sent it off to the lab for what would become a painstaking process of restoration. Imagine this, a jigsaw puzzle with over 200 fragile, burnt, and corroded pieces. Piece by tiny piece, conservators began the delicate task of cleaning and reassembling the object. As they worked, a shape began to emerge. It wasn't just a lump of metal. It was a vessel, specifically a Roman sitella type of bucket or pail, often used for carrying liquids like water or wine. But this was no ordinary bucket. As the conservators cleaned the surface, something incredible appeared, an inscription. Engraved into the metal was a message from the past. This is the moment every archaeologist dreams of. Suddenly, this wasn't just an object. It was a voice speaking to us across nearly 2,000 years. And what it had to say was truly groundbreaking. The inscription was written in Latin, and the first part was a dedication. It read, Postumius Nepos Fuscus. This was a name, Marcus Postumius Nepos Fuscus. And right after his name was his title, *legatus pro praetore*. This translates to praetorian legate, which was a high-ranking official, essentially the governor of the province. But here's the kicker, historians had never heard of this guy. No other record, no other inscription. No mention in any ancient text had ever named a governor called Marcus Postumius Nepos Fuscus serving in this province. This single, fire-damaged bucket had just introduced us to a previously unknown ruler of Roman Spain. It was like finding a new chapter in a history book we thought was complete. But the surprises didn't stop there. The inscription continued, and the next part was even more mysterious. It mentioned something called *sortes*. The full line referred to the lots of the emperor's genius, or *sortes genii Augusti*. What on earth does that mean? Well, *sortes* were a form of divination or fortune-telling. The Romans would use objects like specially marked sticks, dice, or tablets to receive answers from the gods or to determine fate. It was a bit like drawing straws, but with divine implications. The inscription on our sitella seems to be referring to a specific set of lots, a divinatory kit dedicated to the protective spirit, or *genius* of the emperor. This was a stunning revelation. While we knew the Romans practiced this kind of ritual, finding a direct, official link to it on an object dedicated by a governor was unheard of in this region. This wasn't some back-alley fortune-teller. This was an officially sanctioned ritual at the highest levels of provincial government. So, what was this sitella actually used for? The researchers believe it was the very container used to hold the lots themselves. Imagine Governor Fuscus, or a priest on his behalf, reaching into this ornate bucket during an important ceremony, pulling out a lot, and revealing the will of the gods on some critical matter of state. This object wasn't just for carrying wine. It was a key piece of ritual equipment, a direct link between the mortal world and the divine. This discovery changes our understanding of Roman life in Carthago Nova in a few major ways. First, it gives us a new governor, filling a gap in our knowledge of the provincial administration. It's a reminder that there's still so much we don't know and that new evidence can pop up at any time. Second, it gives us a rare, tangible glimpse into the religious and ritual practices of the Roman elite. It shows that divination wasn't just a private superstition. It was integrated into the formal structures of power. The governor wasn't just a politician and a general. He was also a key religious figure responsible for maintaining the divine favor, or *pax deorum*, the peace with the gods. The fact that this sitella was found in a burned-down building adds another layer of drama. Was this building a temple? A public administrative building? Was the fire an accident or the result of an attack? The destruction of the site in the late 3rd century coincides with a period of crisis and instability across the Roman Empire. This sitella might be a silent witness to that turbulent history. Perhaps the building was destroyed during a raid, and this valuable ritual object was abandoned in the chaos. This whole story is a perfect example of why archaeology is so fascinating. It starts with a lump of corroded metal, something most people would walk right past. But with careful work and expert analysis, it becomes a key that unlocks incredible stories about real people, their beliefs, and the world they lived in. It connects us to Governor Marcus Postumius Nepos Fuscus, a man lost to history until his name was read again from the side of his ritual bucket. It reminds us that the past is never truly gone. It's just waiting to be discovered, often in the most unexpected forms. What other secrets are still buried beneath the streets of Cartagena, waiting for their moment to come to light? Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey back to Roman Spain. If you found this as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more historical deep dives, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments what you think about this amazing discovery. See you in the next video.